Alright, we've got one here. Okay, now this is a great battle. In my opinion, this was a really flawless battle for what it was. And I have here 3 units of war elephants. Okay, so this is a Persian army that I'm commanding against a Macedonian one. I've got some scythe chariots here. Some units of immortals. A few infantry units here. A few lines of immortals. Some spear infantry here. Some of these Phrygian axe warriors. So we've got a few units of those as well. Got some archers. And my general in the back. And some heavy Bactrian cavalry to really do some damage. So the battle's opened up. As you can see, there's the Macedonians across the field. I've got my Greek mercenary cavalry leading the charge. And some, what I believe is North African cavalry going in and charging against the left flank of the Macedonians. Same going on over here on our left, on their right. And this is just to lock them down. So basically the point is to keep their wings occupied, keep their wings, hopefully to overwhelm their wings, but to keep them occupied while I move in the elephants. Move the elephants in a position to really do some damage. So here's the thing, right? Okay, I know that war elephants are both really good against the phalanx, the Macedonian phalanx, and they have some weaknesses too. But I do want to say that if anyone thinks that this battle is just too easy for me, or if it just looks too easy because I brought 3 elephants in, I did a opposite battle after this where I commanded the exact same Macedonian army against the exact same Persian army with 3 and 2 elephants, and I still won. So it's all about how you use what you have. Alright, so anyways, yeah, I believe this is their double companion cavalry general unit just charging in. I think what they're trying to do is to break a hole into my lines, which is kind of what their Macedonian infantry is. Here's some contact on my kind of going toward my left here lines. The thing is, I think their general made that decision because my elephants are clearly they're breaking through the elite Thessalian cavalry right now. Of course, like the idea, I think, is they're trying to buy time and not buy time, but they're trying to hurry up and bust a hole in my lines because they know that the elephants are such an immediate threat. So, but that was a bad decision on their general because their general does not succeed charging your cavalry into a wall of basically spears. It's a bad idea. So we win here. And then we've got some contact over here. They have pretty much a full body of full unit of Macedonian phalanx. That's scary. I've got their Greek hoplites over here getting tossed like a salad. I don't know. Getting tossed around like a beach ball. And yeah, so that's perfect. So that's you just erased the whole unit. But I want to say again that the Macedonian army, even if I have 3, I mean, I get it, 3 units of elephants, and look at me just ripping through them. If they commanded this battle a little bit better, they would have won, and I can prove that because I did exactly that against this exact same Persian army as the Macedonians. But of course, I was commanding the Persian army in this one, and I mean, seriously. Spoiler alert, their army gets completely destroyed here. But it's all about how you use your units, right, to win. I mean, yeah, okay. The thing about it is, elephants are kind of one of the only things, that with my heavy cavalry, honestly, is one of the only things that I really have going for me. The Macedonian cavalry is already so good, and then you have the fact that the Macedonian phalanx is just the most elite infantry unit. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any other way to say that, especially on flat terrain. So, I've got my spears over here, infantry spears, trying to hold off a very healthy unit of Macedonian Phalanx. They haven't really, the Phalangites haven't lost too many until I get behind them with that Bactrian cavalry. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, my cavalry won in the on the flanks. Super important. That was a super important victory for me. So I've got my general unit over here with my archers. We're all just firing. Generals giving that motivation. You know. So anyways, still got a lot of Macedonian Phalanx units. The Phalangites, they're a very tough unit. I mean, seriously. Even with my elephants, I mean, as I prove on the battle, which I'll show next, which is where I was the Macedonians, like, even with the elephants, it's just a really good unit. The Macedonian Phalanx, I mean, look at that, so penetrable. Of course, I did use my elephants to just wreak havoc in the beginning, which was really important. And then you have the fact that they just rushed in their general trying to, I guess, hurry up and punch a hole in my lines. Probably because of the presence of attack elephants. War elephants. I could imagine that would be the thought process. So I am fighting against a non-human player on hard difficulty. I didn't want to make that very clear. Is that I only play on hard difficulty if I am going to play. Hard or very hard. Very hard is definitely quite tricky, but this is just hard. So, well, that's the difficulty setting. So anyways, my archers doing what they got to do back here. You know, keeping that constant fire on the Macedonians that just get too close. Still have a lot of regrouping Macedonian Phalanx units, Phalangites. So that's thing. I've got a lot of my cavalry pushed all the way in the back. Probably they were chasing, actually. They were chasing some of the Macedonian army that was fleeing. So yeah, that was definitely happening. Anyways, so my general unit and the so as my general unit and the archers are providing cover fire, I have over here I have a problem. A whole unit of Phalangites over here, Macedonian Phalanx. Very healthy unit, still a lot of numbers. I mean, it looks like they're taking losses for sure, but and they have archers behind them, so my Bactrian cavalry is here to the rescue to just bust through them, but still they hold for a long time. You see, they're still fighting. A lot of them drop their spears. I think, no, they still hold their spears. They're regrouping. So yeah, this is just such a tough unit. I've thrown so much at this, but at this point, I just kind of knew I outnumbered them and overpowered them so much. I'm just sticking with the frontal assault. I understand that with cavalry, you just didn't really want to get behind the phalanx. I mean, that's kind of the idea. A frontal assault with cavalry against the phalanx is suicidal, but I have so many heavy cavalry that I just throw them into break, because I know it's going to eventually just break them, right? As you see right here. But my immortals, they're also in the fight. And so, continuing, we've got their archers, I guess, in a last-ditch effort, try to run in and save the day. I did use my side chariots some, but not much, so they're still here and pretty much in reserve. And, yeah. Got my, what is that, archers? Got, yeah, still pretty much all my archers. So if you look at this, we inflicted 3,000, almost 4,000. They've only inflicted just over 1,000 on us. So we still have a good amount of our army intact. And we pretty much wiped out the majority of them. Didn't even escape. So just think of it that way. This is a really clean battle. Thank you for watching.